Welcome back.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
Yeah, I am so happy. See, my voice is kind of cracking up again. And I think you gave wonderful, the information or advice about keeping the voice clear, because there are so many speakers and, the radio or the talk show hosts might be listening to this show. So could you share just what you shared during the break?
One of the things that I do always, it was interesting because I had a voice coach named Arthur Joseph, who's a wonderful, amazing individual, an incredible coach to the mega stars, and not very nice if he likes you. In other words, if he really likes you, he's going to be tough on you.
Oh.
And he said to me one day, he said, now do you think football players go out on the field and just start playing immediately without warming up? I said, well, no, of course not. Well, so you call yourself a professional speaker and you don't warm up your voice? That's absurd. That's just pathetic, he says. And I said, okay, Arthur, I get it. Thank you very much for driving home the message very strongly. What should I do? And he gave me a whole bunch of exercises. The most fun, though, I'll share with you just one that is very fun, that is excellent for enunciation, clarity, and getting the mouth warmed up, is to try to say red leather, yellow leather, quickly in a row. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. And the first time you try to do that, I promise your tongue just gets all in a big jumbled mess, and it's very difficult to do. Excellent exercise.
It's sounds like a yodeling.
Yeah, it does sound like yodeling.
That's very interesting. And I'm the guilty one, I'm a professional speaker too, and I never really practiced like that, and I'm sure he will chew me out,
Yeah,
chew me
well,
out.
You know what, if he likes you. First he's got to know you. At the beginning he'll be very nice, okay, fine. But then if he starts to know you, then he'll be like, Jin, are you doing your exercises? Then don't talk to me. Okay, fine.
Okay, so let's get back to the our episode, the Thrillionaires, and about what kind of people are the Thrillionaires, and what does it take to be a true Thrillionaire?
Well, first of all, I would say that the Thrillionaires are the most fun people on the planet. They're the people who just like to do it big, live large, have a great time. I was just down in South America a week before last with another Thrillionaire, my brother. We just decided we wanted to go snow skiing in the middle of the summer.
Wow.
So we left and we went down to Chile. We were in Chile, right close to the Argentina border. We could see Aconcagua Mountain, which is a mountain that Nik already climbed and summited at 22,000 feet. It's the fourth largest mountain in the world, the largest one outside of the Himalayas, outside of Everest and all of those. And we went skiing in the middle of the summer. Why? Because we can. And what a great idea, right? So we left and it was 100 degrees, and we arrived and it was about 0, and it was freezing. Hilarious.
Wow.
So Thrillionaires are people who just really want to step up, do those things. If you want to go ride a horse, ride a horse. Maybe somebody wants to ride a horse across a whole country. Maybe somebody wants to ride a horse in the jungle. I don't know. There's so many things out there that can be done in our own backyard or planned for and prepared for. Maybe you want to go to the Antarctica. The Thrillionaires are the people who say, you know what? I don't want to just dream about it. I don't want to just talk about it. I want to make it happen and go do it, and then share it with my fellow Thrillionaires to encourage them to go and live go after their own dreams.
Wow. When I was a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army, I was a platoon leader, and I used to be so scared of height. So, I conquered that by going into the parachuting.
Wow. That's something it's still on my bucket list. I have not jumped. I've done parasailing, I've done hang gliding, I've done bungee jumping, but I still have not jumped out of an airplane, and it's on my list. Got to do that.
Yeah, I did that, and I did it 5 times. First time I was so scared, but the second and third time, and I knew how to control the toggles, and I knew how to direct my, the directions and speed and all those. So once I learned that, and now I'm not afraid of a height. So
nice. Isn't that wonderful to overcome something like that, to challenge it, to take the fear head on and say, you know what, this fear does not conquer me. I'm going to conquer this fear. And share with everybody, if you don't mind, Jin, how that feeling of overcoming something like that you know was scary and now isn't scary at all.
Yeah, I had a motivation because, I have to lead about these 50 soldiers, mostly men. Excuse me. And what am I going to do? And I'm so scared and I can't lead you to the mountain. So I want to become the really, appear at least the fearless leader. And so yeah, and then it's having that parachute badge on your chest that makes you look more professional and more, so awesome. So,
well, I got to get one of those. I haven't done it yet, so I don't deserve one yet, but I'm going to get one soon.
So it's a kind of a psychology thing. You just psych yourself and give you the purpose why you're doing that, and then it worked. So anyway,
excellent. Well, I'm glad you did. Thank you for sharing that with everybody and showing that it's possible. You just have to make the decision to challenge something, to take it on, and then go out there and do it. And then on the other side, the victory is so sweet.
Oh, yeah. Really, I love the freedom of getting up high and looking down at, then without feeling scared. And there's an amazing, funny story related to that, but I will share that some other time because we need to talk about the Thrillionaires.
Sure.
Anyway. So how does the bucket list work? And do you, what do you do to go on exciting adventures together?
Well, what we did was, we believe that everyone has a bucket list inside. They have a list of a number of things that if they could just wave a magic wand and make those things happen, they would love to do. And it could be from riding a jet ski to surfing a big wave to trekking across the Himalayas to whatever it may be. Everyone, we believe, has those inside. So we took the top 100 and created a drop-down menu so that anybody can just pick. Because most people fall into, they're at least some of the top 100. Most people have one or two of those on their list. And we allow every Thrillionaire member to create a customized bucket list. And then for each of the items on the bucket list, let's suppose an item on the bucket list is to go camping at the top of a mountain. Then we would create 4 stages to the bucket list. One is to dream it, to come up with it, to get clear about it. Second is to plan it, to actually put down what are the resources needed. Third one is to fund it, which means to do whatever you have to do to get the money together to accomplish that. And we teach all kinds of strategies to do that. And the last one is to just do it. So the 4 stages of the bucket list, again, are to dream it, plan it, fund it, do it. And we have all of that online in our custom-built software to help people truly live a Thrillionaire lifestyle by checking off bucket list item after bucket list item and then creating new ones and literally writing the script to leading a super exciting life.
I think a lot of people have that kind of interest, but maybe time and financial freedom, I think that's the kind of interfering with their go ahead. So how does the community support that?
Well, I think both. One of the things is the time thing. What's interesting, Jen, and I know people hear this, and yet people sometimes don't really internalize it. All of us have 24 hours a day. Nobody has 25. Nobody has 23.
I thought you have 25 hours.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's the same. We got the same 24 every day, which means that some people, the people that accomplish much more, on some level are managing their time better. And so we teach that. We teach how do you manage your time better? How can you extract more out of each day? And at the same time, some people in an hour make $100. Some people make $10. Some people make $1,000. It's the same hour. So what is it that the people who are making the $1,000 are doing differently than the people that make $10 in an hour? Well, we teach that too. And we help people to find things that they can be passionate about that can fund a Thrillionaire lifestyle. So it's an amazing concept to have, first come up with a big, huge dream list, and now we're going to actually show you and teach you how to change your relationship with money such that you can manifest on a higher level and can go out and do those amazing things that you yourself have said through your own customized bucket list that you want to do. So we do both helping people to dream, but then helping people to figure out how to make those dreams reality, how to go on those incredible adventures.
Wow. We have about a minute to go before I bid you farewell for now, but can you share some success stories in that short, briefly?
Oh, we have people all over the world who have, because they finally wrote it down, and I think this is the key, to make a declaration, this is what I want to do. They went trekking in the Himalayas. They went into the desert. They went camping up in the mountains, jumping out of parachutes, riding a Harley-Davidson for the first time. Just on and on and on experiences. We have so many of them, and I think it's because you have to put a stake in the ground and decide, I want to do this, and the Thrillionaires community helps you both by creating a platform where you can go public with your dreams and goals through your bucket list, and a support group that will help you to make those things come true and encourage you even when you don't feel encouraged.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, we have a lot of more people signing up for the Thrillionaires, but what's the future you see?
Our goal is to have 1 million Thrillionaires around the world, to have our own Thrillionaires Island where we go and do Thrillionaires adventures on our island, and to continuously set up amazing, incredible adventure trips around the world where we get together first online in the community, and then we get together offline in person so we can hug each other, high five, celebrate our successes, and really live epic, extraordinary lives.
The island of paradise you're creating right now. How many do we have so far?
Sorry?
How many members? How many members do we have now?
We have thousands and thousands of members. I'd have to actually check to see what the actual total count is. At one point, I looked at our list, and it was a little under 200,000 people that we had on our lists of people who have gone through the community, creating platforms, creating their own programs. So it's a beautiful, amazing community. We hope to continue to make it grow, and I hope that everybody listening goes over to www.thrillionaires.com and gets yourself a free account right away.
Yeah, and I didn't meet, but through the internet, I met quite a few of them on the the emails, and exchanged emails and heard about their stories. And these people are really amazing people, and they really excite other people too.
Thank you so much for saying such kind words, and we really look forward to continuing to grow and serving more Thrillionaires, especially your listeners from everywhere, for as long as we possibly can.
Yeah, and I wish you amazing luck, and I don't think you need it, but because you're doing wonderfully, and I really appreciate your, sharing your life story and about the Thrillionaires. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jin. Thanks for the time you've given me, and thank you, and a big, huge Thrillionaires hello and a hug to all Thrillionaires around the world from me. Thanks again.